bit because it's going to the black screen. That's
Yeah.
me.
So, one day it'll be you. There we go. Well, there we go. There's a Brett again. So that was an awesome set of games. Thank you for Swindle for showing us them and doing the breakdown, and Brett for as ever doing the recording and editing. Was one thing we're going to cover now before we get on to the final results, and that is going to be, let's check I got this queued up correctly, this one. So, what was supposed to be our third spoiler.
Yep.
It is an Omega. Brett and I argued for 10 minutes earlier. Is this an Omega or not?
I got it confused, yeah.
For once, I was right. It was unusual. So this essentially is Omega, play, draw 5 cards.
Yep. Archon's Recall, or Call of the Archons, depending on how it's translated. But essentially, it's the best turn 1 play that you could get in a while. But, Omega, draw 5 cards. So, it's one of those cards that's great for if you've got like one logos card in your hand or no logos cards in your hand, but you've got a nice board out, that you can literally go cool, fight, or reap, and then go draw 5 cards, and then you set up your next turn. Logos this time seems to be a very good setup turn. The biggest issue I see with this is if you hit it off the logo ship.
Ooh.
How is that going to interact if you hit that first on the logo ship and then have 2 other cards ready to be played? That is an interaction I need to see happen.
So that would be the game ends immediately. The turn ends immediately. It's Omega.
Omega, the turn ends, but you've still got 2 other cards lined up to be played under the ship's effect.
That is true. That is true.
So is it do as much as you can, or is it must overrides can't overrides must?
We'll have to find out. It'll be interesting to see. Octo and Coda would love this, but I don't think it would mind it.
It's not great with Auto and Coda, but it's definitely going to be an interesting one. It's a great way to end a library card turn, because that then becomes draw 6 cards.
Yeah. So now, just because we want to move forward and get some sleep, we are going to quickly go through the results. So, so this is the point every week where we've announced the. Okay, Brett.
Yep.
So we've announced the pairings. They're live. People have started to arrange games. Ultimo in the chat has been the first one. It wasn't me or Brett to arrange their games this week. So well done to him. His prizes are saying woo. So we're going to quickly go through and look at the standings. So currently Starship Looters are top of the table in Bruckner. They've won all 4 of their matches thus far. 10 games, 32 keys. They're 1 match and 1 ahead, but 1 key behind of the Crucible University. Interesting games for this week.
The one I'm going to be recording, which is Brain Games LV taking on Crucible University. I've already contacted both the captains while Swindle will doing the game breakdown. It's definitely going to be an interesting one.
Well, they're both great teams. I mean, and there's just 2 games between them and a couple of keys, so it's going to be.
And Brain Games LV have been in quite a few of the last few codes, but they've never made it onto the stream. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to have one of our veteran teams, one of our newer teams on the stream.
Yeah, and that would be awesome.
So it's one thing I'm loving about Round Robin is being able to get more of the teams that are more of our regulars on the stream, because I don't have to go for who's top of the table. I can literally go from there.
Yeah. So in this we have Hamburger Lanterns 1 and Beer Forge both on 4 matches. Admittedly, Hamburger Lanterns 1 have the bye this week, so technically Beer Forge is top of the table. Beer Forge, this is the first time they've changed their decks since the start of the event, I think, for this week. I may be wrong there, but they definitely have a couple of weeks where they haven't changed them. It's going to be interesting. They're going to be playing Seeker Noodles AFK. This is going to be an interesting week because of the drops. Not Finished With You Mamook has got the second bye, as I'm calling it. So the game of the week this time for me is Imperium versus Klutchki. Have we worked out? Is it pronounced Klutchki?
I'm not touching that one, but yeah, that would probably definitely for me be the game to watch here as well.
So jumping to Inspired, and I do need to work on getting that artwork for these ones. Team Mavericks, our only double champion currently, is at the top of the table here. Russian Smiths, although in the same with them, both on 4 match wins, 10 games, 34 and 33 keys respectively, so pretty damn close at the top. And they're playing each other this week. So that's going to be the game of the week. The Russian Smiths versus Team Mavericks Hong Kong. Can't wait.
If the Russian Smiths hadn't already appeared on stream, that was going to be one. That was on my shortlist.
I've jumped ahead too far. Let's just quickly jump back to Logos. So here we have AFK Peter, Steven, and Madame Pobriel, Crazy Killer Machine, Aubergines, and Madrid Archons, all on 3 wins, 8 games, and 30 keys.
That is impressive.
Yeah. So I mean, none of them are playing each other this week. So I think this week's game from this lot would have to be AFK versus Invidious Lethal Nephews, who are currently in 4th.
Madrid Archons and AFK Peter, Steven, and Madame have already played each other.
That is true. So let's just quickly look back. So they played Madrid Archons. Have they played the Crazy Killing Aubergine? Not yet. So...
Madrid Archons played Crazy Killing Aubergine this round.
You mean last round? Yeah, round 4.
Last round, yeah, round 4.
Yeah, and they beat, and they lost 2-1.
So yeah, it's definitely going to be very interesting to see how this goes.
So we're going to jump forward to Mars now. Come on.
But it's definitely a table to watch.
So here we go. French Imps at the top with 3 matches, 8 games. Baguette Switch 3 matches, 8 games. Iberian Generosity 3 matches, 7 games. So this is another really tight group. Not quite as tight as the last one, but I mean, I don't know where to start with this. The friendships of this has to be the Friendships versus Iberian Generosity of the game of choice for this week. There isn't another option.
No, with the Kangafans being quite low down, I would say that is definitely the game to keep an eye on. Possibly South Wales Snake Lifters and the Small Tri-City, because they've both got a chance of climbing up in these last 3 rounds as well.
No, that's definitely true. So just remember, for those who are wondering, if you are 4th, there's still a chance that you will make top cut. The winner of each group goes through. The next highest 8 players with a maximum of 1 per group goes through, and then the remaining 2 highest from each group goes into a playoff for that final slot.
The first place of all 12 groups is guaranteed to go through. The top scoring second place of 6 groups,
8 groups.
is going to go. Of 8 groups?
Yep.
Of 8 groups is going to go through, which means there's going to be 8 groups that their 4th place teams are going to have the opportunity to qualify for top cut as well.
So, and we have a page of the total standings, which I'll bring up in a minute. So, here we have Manchester Mavericks at the top of the table, 4 match wins, 11 games. Great to see them back on top. Keyforge just a little behind, but they did have the bye this week. But so Bootcamp X are really coming second, and Bootcamp X are playing Manchester Mavericks A this week. So for me, that would be the game of the week.
Manchester Mavericks A, Bootcamp X, yeah, definitely.
Cool.
It's great to see Keyforge so high up. They've really pulled it out. I think they kind of underestimated how competitive it was going to be last season. After winning the 5th cup, they've got a taste of victory, and they're now going to try and take the entire event.
Good luck to them. Good luck to them. So top of the table here is the Can't Touch This, the Aces. They have the bye this week, so they're the first team to be on 5 match wins. 13 games, 43 keys.
Sorry, the Can't Touch This Aces were my opponents this week, and I lost due to damn remote access.
Always the way. Always the way. Better Call KOTE coming second. They will be playing Manchester Mavericks B. MTP Spark AFKs are playing Brett.
Yep, already set it up.
Bootcamp X2 will be playing 3 Witches. So for me, it's Better Call KOTE versus Manchester Mavericks B is the game to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Possibly the Sparks versus us, because we've been very unlucky with our draws, and the Sparks are quite high up, so this is going to be a nice little comeback. But I don't think, even if we win all of our games, I don't think we can make it into the top cut this time.
KOP and Felcher Welshman at the top of this group. 10 games to 8 games to KIP are just ahead. Then we have the AC regulars on 3 match wins and 8 games. For me, it's going to be KIP versus the AC regulars, because it's just the first versus third, and I think that'll be a really hard fought game as well.
I'm kind of looking at the easier from the bottom and Welshman, because they had a good start. The last couple of rounds haven't really gone in their favour, so they're probably going to be coming back swinging, because they were a lot higher up in the table. They've sort of dropped to middle, and I really think with the AC side pot as well, they want to finish higher than the regulars. They're going to be coming into the last few rounds a lot hungrier. Yeah,
I mean, they just lost out to the regulars in the last round, so interesting to see. So Skyborn,
New York City hitting up top of the table with 4 wins, 9 matches, and 30 keys.
Another regular team, great to see them so high up. They'll be playing No Kind of Austria 2. The Final Swindle Omega, one of Karen's teams, playing Keyforge Fridays. I mean, that would be an interesting one to watch. Five Eyes Classified is always a good set of games to watch versus is Strange Gizmos. So again, they're only one game between them. That's probably the game of the choice for me this time. Five Eyes Classified versus Strange Gizmos.
Right. Possibly. I think Cute and Disillusioned is probably on my watch list, but I am gonna try my hardest to get Cute and Five Eyes Classified recorded whenever it happens.
We'll see. So now we have Sloppy Lab Work, champions of KOTE. I want to say 5. So it feels like an age ago.
It does.
They're top of the table here, just ahead of KOTE, who are their 1 match, 2 games, and but a couple of keys the other way. Have they actually played each other yet? Team KOTE. No. So who did Team KOTE lose to? I'm wondering.
Team KOTE lost to the Old Paddies.
Oh, the Old Paddies. Fair enough.
They've had very close games. Each of their games have been 2-1.
Wow. Sounds like my team's games. Actually, no, I think we were 3-0 all week. But yeah, I mean, the Old Paddies are literally just two keys behind. They're so close. So, the game of the week to watch this week? I'm not sure. Probably Grunt Bruggies Brewers are back versus Team KOTE.
I would say Old Paddies versus Malice in Wonderland, because the Old Paddies took down Team KOTE, so they're definitely on my watch list.
Yeah, that would be an interesting one to see. So now we jump to the group I'm in, the Honorary Singaporean. I still want to know how we are second. Because I still don't understand this. And my team keeps telling me off for saying that. I've never been so high in any event, any coach event. So yeah, we're playing Arcane Fire, so that for me is the game to watch, because we're only one match.
And now you know that they also bring the most disruptive decks. You can keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, shame I've already selected my deck. Lickle, they were top 4. They're top in the KOTE 7.
Yeah, KOTE 7, their first KOTE. Hell of a game. When I saw I recorded one of their games, it was absolute fire. Lickle, brilliant team.
They're playing
Markov Logos.
Oh, sorry, Markov Logos. I mean, this is just going to be interesting to see where they're coming from. HKB are now off the bottom because they've just got the bye this round. A great set of guys to play. So, moving on to Untamed.
My game of this round would definitely be you guys versus Arcane on Fire. I think that'd be a hell of a game.
I hope my teammates agree. So, here we see the final group, Untamed, controlled the league and Reap Out, both on 3 match wins, 8 games, and 30 keys.
It's great to see that after Reap Out had such a shaky kind of start to the event.
But I mean, they're just the first 2 rounds, and they pretty much just the first round really.
They lost the first round, and their games have been the second round game and the third round game were 2-1 wins, and then they've come in with a 3-0 win against Swindle Alpha. So it's great to see Reap Out sort of getting back into the groove of it.
Yeah, very good to see that. So the game of the week for me this week would be probably Reap Out versus Baywitch.
Yeah, I was going to say Reap Out versus Baywitch is definitely on my watch list.
So, just a quick update on the Archon's Corner side pot. That's currently being led by the Aces, unsurprisingly, because they've gone 5-match wins. The Association of French Keyforge has currently got Starship Looters at the top still, with 4, 10, 32. And the one last page to go to, which I'm not going to put a link to, but if you can see what I'm typing, you can get there.
This is the hidden overall.
Well, I say it's hidden, but if you find it, it's not a problem. This is currently, if we, what the standings are looking like. So at the top here, you can see the Can't Touch This, and these are all the teams that are going to currently scheduled to auto qualify if the standings stay the same. So we've got Manchester Maverick A there, and then this is the teams that are currently going to be in the playoff group. The main reason I'm showing this off, this is the second cut auto qualify, playoff 2. The main reason I'm showing this is just how many teams we have. I mean,
we do have a ridiculous amount of teams.
And I mean, it's good to see that even these teams like Team Exalted Era, who are in the third cut, are still loving it, carrying on, isn't it, Brett?
Yeah.
And just to prove a point here, for my own amusement, because I'll never get to do this again. We're still there. Just. But no, it's great to see. So, that's it for this week. There's a last couple of things to say before we close off. Is we have got the KOTE 9 format. We think is pretty much organised. We'll be announcing that in a couple of weeks. We will be reaching out to a couple of guys just to taste test it, as it were. We've got.
The other thing is the KOTE 8 sleeves. We've asked in the Discord for some input around getting sleeves for giveaway, but also doing a limited run of sleeves for sale using the KOTE 8 art. Please let us know in Discord, because essentially it'll be a made to order delivery sort of system.
I've lost you, Brett, I think.
Yep.
So in case we lost Brett, we are going to be ordering some sleeves. These are going to be we're pay to order. I think we have some rough figures in price, but it all depends how many people are interested.
Exactly. Oh, it's hidden ultimo. You have to do it. So second cut auto qualify basically means that there's going to be at the end of the round robin. There's going to be a qualifier for those basically those in second, third, and fourth, depending on scores, for your chance to get into the top 32 first cut and the top 32 second cut. So even if you lose in the qualifier, you're not out. You just go into the second cut,
which is then knockout.
Which then becomes knockout, or if you win, you then go into the top cut, which gives you the chance to become the winner of KOTE 8. The second cut is just for bragging rights until we can somehow figure out how to do prizes for both.
And then we've got a third cut as well for everyone who doesn't make the second cut. So by auto qualify for second cut means if your standing doesn't change at the end of the next 3 rounds, you won't make a playoff. You will go straight into second cut.
Exactly.
Essentially, you are one of the 8 teams that didn't make playoff 1 but are ahead of playoff 2. Hopefully, Red Panda, that makes some sense. If not, reach out to me or Brett, and we'll happily walk you through it. But not right now, because I want to go to bed. So, thanks everyone for watching today. I think it's been a good stream. As always, stay safe, keep playing, and
for those of you who are getting Dark Tidings on Friday, send us some decks. We'll open them for you. It'd be brilliant.
Or even if you're not getting them, even if you are getting them, don't send us. Just let us know what you think.
Yeah, just let us know. As soon as we have access to the full set, we're probably going to do some sort of full set review on a separate stream. It's something I want to try and get together because I think it'd be quite interesting. But until then, we'll see you next week with the next games.
Cheers, everyone. Have a great week.
Bye.